maketa. A sha ruwa da yawa ba a rage baketar gwaiwa. Yau kuma a sha rage don.
To da fatan mai sauraro ya nishadantu da wannan waka, da haka muka zo ga karshen labarun a wannan asuba. A cikin su kun ji jami'an hukumar EFCC a Najeriya sun sanar da kama wani dan Kamaru bisa zargin damfarar sama da naira biliyan 1.5. Sannan kotun ɗaukaka ƙara a Kenya ta yi watsi da hukuncin halastawa mata zubar da ciki. Kana tawagar Iran ta isa birnin Islamabad don ganawa da wakilan ƙasar, inda ta yi watsi da shirin ganawa da wakilan Amurka. To a madadin kafatanin abokanan aiki daga nan sashen Hausa na RFI da Ibrahim Tukur Kefi wanda shi ne sarrafa mana na'ura, suna na Rukayya Abba Kabara ke cewa mu kasance tare da misalin karfe 8 na wannan safiya a cikin wasu sabbin labarin, sai an ji ku.
Badegi Radio.
You're not going anywhere.
We'll be right back. We're going on a commercial break. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
My people, time don't reach to convert your motor go CNG. Auto gas yes come burn cheap and clean fuel. From 11th to 15th of May 2026, Ogbonge training go happen for Mina. Autoben Motors don't go body with FUT Mina Entrepreneurship Center and big companies like Autogas Nigeria Abuja, Auto Clinic Ibadan, Universal Automotive Training Academy Lagos, NNPC Mega Station Mina, and ASNAT Niger State Chapter to show una the way. If you register quickly, you go get better discount, plus both students or staff fit enjoy special packages. Car owners, fleet owners fit convert their motor for cheaper rate, and FUT Mina go knock you certificate join. Space no plenty For more tori, carry your leg waka enter FUT Mina Entrepreneurship Center, or you green Jerus for 0801 927 4937, or Juliet for 0901 880 8635, or NA for 0705 207 6446. Autoben Motors, now we they drive the future with CNG.
Kasuwar ƙasa da ƙasa ta NSDC tare da garejin motoci na Suleja tana daga cikin manyan kasuwanni 10 na Afirka, wadda take a gefen IBB Market da ke garin Suleja. Cibiya ce ta dillanci ta tsakiyar Najeriya. Wannan kasuwa tana da cikakken amincewar gwamnati tare da takardar shaidar mallaka wanda ya samu bisa izinin gwamnan jihar Neja Umar Muhammad Bago, tare da goyon bayan Iyaloja Janar ta Najeriya Hajiya Mujidat Fala Shade Ojo, 'yar fari ta shugaban ƙasa. 'Yan kasuwa na iya mallakar shaguna, ɗakunan ajiya, asibitoci har ma da ofisoshin banki cikin tsarin biyan kuɗi mai sauƙi na shekara 1 zuwa shekara 2. Haka kuma masu cikakken biyan kuɗi za su iya amfani da shagunansu a matsayin jingina domin samun tallafin jari daga cibiyoyin kuɗi don fara kasuwanci kai tsaye tare da biyan kuɗi a hankali. Wannan kasuwa za ta sauya fasalin kasuwanci a arewacin Najeriya. Ku hanzarta domin shaguna suna karewa cikin sauri. Don ƙarin bayani za a iya tuntuɓar 08077799966 ko 08026666627. NSCDC International Market Suleja, ƙofar ku ce zuwa arziki, kasuwanci da dama maras iyaka.
Commercial is over.
Did you hear what I said?
Crude but correct.
Badegi Radio, FM 90.1.
Right now.
Now, you can listen to Badegi Radio online
via Radio Garden and Radio Box.
or you can download Badegi Radio app on Google Play Store.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. Get interactive with us on social media on Facebook
At www.facebook.com/Badegi Radio 90.1 MHz FM.
Here we go.
Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Badegi Radio 90.1 FM.
Now, you can stay connected with the People Station everywhere and anywhere online.
wonderful good morning to the beautiful listeners of Badegi Radio 90.1 FM. Today is Saturday, the 25th day in the month of April year 2026. Straight time check is 7:37 a.m. I am Usman Apaya, welcoming you to this week's edition of Weekend Review of the National Dailies. Yes, this is the platform where we give you a rundown review of some of the captivating stories that trended over the week, and of course, give you opportunity to join the conversation when we open our phone line. Now, let's dive into the program properly. One of these very interesting story that trended over the week has this caption: Iran shut Strait of Hormuz again, blame US. Tension have sharply escalated in the Middle East as Iran announced the closure of Strait of Hormuz using the United States of accusing the United States of violating prior understanding amid an ongoing naval blockage. In a statement on Saturday, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps RIGC declared that the control of Strait of Hormuz waterway has returned to its previous states, citing continued U.S. Restriction on Iranian port as justification for the move. Now, in a related development, Iran demands $100 billion to return to resume negotiation. The global geopolitical landscape is shifting as Iran issued a bold ultimatum to the United States. Tehran has officially declared that a negotiation will only resume if $100 billion in frozen assets are released. This move came alongside warning of the potential complete closure of the Strait of Hormuz, a critical artery for global trades. This is a very, very dicey one coming there. Another very interesting caption here: outrage as Agbaja Biamila asks reps to stay in ADC and scatter them. There has been a widespread criticism on social media following remarks of the Chief of Staff to the President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Femi Gbajabiamila, encouraging a member of the House of Representatives, Honorable Leke Adeji, to stay in ADC and scatter them. Yes, this is a very, very disturbing story. Gbajabiamila has been in the news over this very, very terrible news that have actually, placard Nigerian democracy as a one of, to be more or less a dangerous one, because the Chief of Staff of the President is the one coming to make this statement, and it is very, very unfortunate. Let's see if we can give you an insight of where the present Chief of Staff was making this call. Let's see if we can bring you.
My charge to you is to stay in that same ADC. Fight them. Scatter them. Hold on to your party. Do not allow them. We like what you're doing. Continue. Don't mind the former governor said that you should come and join him. Say, no. Stay in ADC. Win your re-election in ADC as you will. Bring Gombe, what's his name again? Gombe, bring him. We will support him. Bring him. Do the right thing. You are a fighter. Do the right thing. Nobody can come and take your party away from you. A party that you built for years with your sweat and your money and everything. No. Continue. Good luck in court.
Now, this is the Chief of Staff to the President making this sort of, very dangerous statement. Those who are supposed to be living by example are now the one turning the other way around. Yes, the ADC has come under very, very serious attack from left, right, up and down, and it's surprising that after allegation that the presidency is the one orchestrating this internal crisis in the ADC. Now the chief of staff of the president is now coming to give a confirmation of what the allegation that is on the public domain. It's very unfortunate. Another very interesting story here: retired police officer demand presidential asset to exit pension scheme. Well, this is very, very unfortunate. We have the Nigerian police coming out to actually protest over the week as they call for the president to actually append his signature to make sure that there exists this pension scheme, which they feel it is not favorable. They complain that after long years of service, their pension is not forthcoming, and it is not too healthy for the country when you have ex-servicemen who have actually laid their life for the nation. They will have to protest before they can have their money being paid to them. Very, very unfortunate there. Yes, we have another very interesting caption here. Alleged coup plots, court order release of Zaria cleric. A Federal High Court in Abuja have ordered the unconditional release of Sheikh Sani Abdul Qadir Zaria and awarded him a total of 5 million naira in damages for the violation of his fundamental human right by security agencies and a commercial bank. The judgment delivered on Monday by Chief Justice Peter O. Lifu, the court held that prolonged detention of the cleric without a valid court order breached his fundamental dignity for his dignity of a human person, personal liberty, fair hearing, and freedom of movement as guaranteed by the 1999 Constitution as amended and African Charter on Human and Public Rights. Well, many actually celebrated the release of this sheikh because, formally before now, there has been, report by different media of attempted coup, but the government come to debunk that, and only for, the security agents to start handpicking people. This sheikh is one of those people who was being arrested. It has been alleged that he actually received money to help them in praying to have success in their coup plots. Very unfortunate. And a related development: federal government files charges against alleged coup plotters. The federal government has filed charges against alleged coup plotters who actually attempt to oust President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The charges were filed by the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, signed by Rotimi Ayedepo, Director of Public Procurement of the federal government. It has been gathered that the federal government had in this October 2025 announced the cancellation of a parade scheduled to celebrate country's 65th independence anniversary on October 1st. Consequently, report surfaced linking the cancellation of the independent anniversary to coup attempt. However, the defense headquarters dismissed the report, insisting that cancellation had no link to the alleged coup attempt. But months later, details of the coup plot were made public, with the identities of those behind it. The accused people includes retired Major General, a retired naval captain, a serving police inspector, and others. They are being accused of waging a war against Nigeria, treason, and terrorism. Very unfortunate. Another very interesting story: Tinubu sacked Wale Adun Engiwa. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has sacked Wale Adun, Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of Economy. Adun was sacked alongside Ahmed Muda Engiwa, Minister of Housing and Urban Development. Secretary to the Government of Federation, Senator George Akume, announced this in a memo. He said Edun has been directed to hand over to Mr. Taiwo Oyedele, who is now to take over as Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of Economy. Also, Mr. Muttaka Rabe Dharma, PhD, has been named as the ministerial nominee and minister designate for Housing and Urban Development Ministry. The memo also directed Dengiwa to hand over to the Minister of State in the ministry. The memo stated that all handing over and taking over processes should be completed on or before close of business on Thursday, 23rd, 2026. Very unfortunate for them. Well, in other development, Adelabu resigned as Minister of Power. Yes. The Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, has officially tendered his resignation with effect from April 30th, 2026. A statement by his media editor Bolaji Tunji said Adelabu submitted his resignation letter to the Secretary of the Government of Federation. The letter was also addressed to the President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. According to the statement, the minister said his decision to step down is to enable him focus on his gubernatorial ambition in Oyo State. Now, another very interesting story we have here. Tinubu asks Senate to approve fresh $516 million loan. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Thursday sought the Senate approval for a $516 million loan from Deutsche Bank to fund the execution of Section 1, Phase 1A and B of the Sokoto-Badagry super highway. In a letter addressed to the Senate President Godswill Akpabio and read during the plenary, the President stated that the 1,000-kilometer flagship project is designed to link Nigeria's northwest to the southwest. The highway, he said, will run from Ilela, Sokoto, through Kebbi, Niger, Kwara, Oyo, and Ongu, terminating in Badagry, Lagos State. According to the letter, the loan will cover Section 1, Phase 1A and B, spanning 120 kilometers to the total 1,000 kilometer corridor. The President said a proposed financing arrangement comprises a syndicated loan to be secured through the Deutsche Bank AG, supported by a partial risk guarantee from Islamic Corporation for the insurance investment and export credits. The insurance armed of the Islamic Development Bank. He said the federal government will provide counterpart funding in the sum of 265 billion naira, covering land acquisition, compensation, and acceleratory infrastructure. The loan has a tenure of 9 years, including a grace period of up to 3 years, with an interest rate not exceeding the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. Yes, this is another very funny story that has been calling for attention of Nigerians. Have been actually condemning this because it has all been loan. Nigerians are so worried about this excessive loan this administration has been taking in order to fix the critical infrastructure is very unfortunate, as they have expressed across media. Yes, Bola Tinubu blamed Iran war for Nigeria electricity problem, but Iran fighting will still have Iran, who is still fighting, will have 24 hours, 7 days steady supply of electricity. This is one very interesting story that have actually, been making the waves across the media, because the president is actually blaming this electric power supply in the country, is attributing that to the a war going on in Iran. The president is saying that that Iranian war is what is actually making Nigerian electricity supply not to be adequate, and many Nigerians are not too happy with this statement, because if Iran, that is facing war, will be having stable electricity 24 hours, what is happening to Nigeria? Let's hear the president here.
We are challenged. There is a dearth of electricity. There's a problem of transportation hike. There's a problem of expected inflation as a result of the war that we have no control of. But we will overcome it. We are a resilient nation that is very, very committed and resilient to the way of Almighty God.
So that is the president there, attributing the electricity supply in Nigeria to the war going on in Iran. I don't know how you may want to juxtapose this fact, but again, Iran is having stable electricity amidst war. They are in a war, but their electricity supply has been on and on for 24 hours, 7 days non-stop. Yes, that's this president for you there. Well, we now have another very interesting, this one is one of is with some social media have this very phony revelation from somebody. Is said to fill 50 liters of Corolla car during President Obasanjo regime. You require only 3,700 naira. What is the condition now? We don't know. Let's play you a clip of this individual who is actually giving his own, assessment of the happenings in the country, as he said that today you cannot actually fill in your Corolla car with 3,700 naira as it's obtainable during Obasanjo. Let's hear this fellow as he's making his this revelation on his own.
Fill a 50-liter Toyota Corolla during Obasanjo cost 3,750 naira. Then during the time of Yar'Adua, it became 3,250 naira. Then in the time of Goodluck, it became 4,350 naira. And then in the time of Muhammadu Buhari, that same 50-liter Toyota Corolla, to fill it was 11,900 naira. Now, in the current administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to fill a 50-liter Toyota Corolla is now 61,350 naira. And you tell me that this man is the hope that Nigeria should have for a better future. How dumb can some of you be? How blind can some of you be to still be saying that this guy is the best thing that has happened in Nigeria? Oh God.
Well, that is a revelation from this one of is a content creator. Well, that is his own opinion, and despite the fact being his own opinion, what is the reality? I think this is a fact. We all know what the price of petroleum is during this previous administration he have listed here, and what is the price now. So I think this is a very, very worrisome situation we are having, and nobody can tell. Nobody can tell. It's very, very terrible. Well, let's bring you our star story of the week. This one has to do with the happening in the country, as Sanusi Lamido Sanusi is saying why is federal government still borrowing after the removal of subsidy. Very, very, very terrible situation we are finding ourselves. Let's give you Sanusi Lamido Sanusi's understanding of the whole situation and how he feel about it and the current reality. Let's listen to Sanusi Lamido.
I have always said the subsidy regime was unsustainable. We cannot continue supporting foreign refineries when we're an oil-producing country, keeping refineries open abroad while we're not doing our own. Today we have a situation where we have our own domestic refinery. We're not importing petroleum products. We're even exporting to Europe, and this is very good for the economy. Artificial exchange rates, especially when you're printing money, cannot work. There was going to be a devaluation. Now, so for me, removing subsidy or liberalizing exchange rate, these were good interventions. Now, were they done at the right time? Those are certain questions. And were there other things that should be done that have not been done? These are other issues. And I think we must make that decision. So it's not enough to say, oh, they removed subsidy. You had to. When you get to a point where 100% of your revenue goes into debt service, you cannot continue. Where is the money going to come from? However, if you decide to remove subsidy and liberalize exchange rate in an environment of very loose monetary conditions, before you have tightened money supply, the naira drops to a bottomless pit. Okay, so that was a timing issue. Okay, secondly, we've removed the subsidy. We're not spending it. What we should now see is fiscal consolidation. You cannot remove wastages and continue borrowing higher thing. And I've said this before. So you need to see the benefits. So if you're not paying the subsidy and you've got the money, why are we still borrowing and borrowing? But what are we borrowing for?
Well, that is Sanusi Lamido Sanusi for you there. As he is actually giving his own position as far as borrowing is concerned, and many Nigerians have actually not to express their dismay over this continuous borrowing. And just yesterday, just on Thursday, another bill is sent to the National Assembly to take another foreign loan, and you begin to wonder, where are we going? What is really happening to us in this country? Why, after the removal of subsidy, the money is there, but nobody is asking what is making the government to continue to go for foreign loan when Nigeria is already overwhelmed with foreign loans, and there is nothing too much to show for it. I don't know. This is very unfortunate. Well, just before we take you to the phone line, let's give you, there's an interview that Atiku Abubakar, former vice president and one of the political leaders in the ADC, actually granted an interview Hausa service. So let's just give a little of this interview so that we understand the political sagacity that is going on in the country. Let's listen to Atiku very briefly, then we'll come back and give you opportunity to come in and just give your own contribution based on any of the story that is so interesting to you.
Idan Alhaji Atiku Abubakar me yasa kake so ka zama shugaban kasa?
Jime, idan ka bi tarihin siyasar Najeriya ba daga yanzu na fara neman zama shugaban kasa ba. In ka tuna tun 1992-93 na tsaya da MK Abuyala.
Da Kingibe a Jos.
Na saukawa Biola kuma ya ci. Ko da shike a lokacin ba ni na ce na so ba, amma shugabannin jam'iyya su suka ce in tsaya. To daga baya kuma na zo na sake tsayawa 1999 nan kuma ma ka san abin da ya faru, ka tuna da tarihi na gwamna na zaɓaɓɓe aka ce yanzu tsaya mataimakin shugaban ƙasa. Muka yi shekara 8 da Obasanjo. Sannan a 2007 ya fito lokacin ba wai lalle sai na tsaya ba, amma domin nuna cewa na da 'yancin tsayawa, kuma lokacin baya son tsaya na ce to na tsaya kuma na cika burin yanci na. Of course sai kuma sauran, amma duk in ka duba me ake cewa a filin fage na tsaya. Ban taba kaiwa inda aka bar jama'a gaba daya su zaɓe ni ko kar su zaɓe ni ba sai 2007. So za ka ce watakila sau ɗaya ma kenan na tsaya, amma sauran duk na yi attempting tsaya amma ban tsaya ba.
Wasu za su ce kamar idonka ya rufe, da turanci ana amfani da kalmar wato kai desperate, idonka ya rufe sai kai shugaban Najeriya. Ba
haka ba ne, don ba gaskiya ba ne, don da idona a rufe sai na zama shugaban kasa. Kaga na ɗaya da ban saukawa MK Abiola ba. Na biyu in ka tuna in 2003 lokacin da duk gwamnoni suka ce ba su son Obasanjo sai dai ni tsaya. Kaga da na dace ne lalle sai na zama shugaban, da lokacin na karba da na zama shugaban kasa. Don haka ba haka ba ne.
So idon ka bai rufe ba kenan?
Ido na bai rufe ba.
To me yasa kake so ka tsaya yanzu?
Ina son tsaya yanzu domin na ɗaya dai kaga na yi mataimakin shugaban kasa na shekara 8. Abubuwan da na gani a gwamnati wanda nake ji zan iya yi ban iya yi ba, don ina mataimakin shugaban kasa zan samu dama in yi su.
Kamar su me?
Ka ɗauki misali kamar tattalin arzikin ƙasa da buɗe kasuwanci a ƙasanmu na cikin gida, a kawo 'yan kasuwa daga waje.
Amma ana yi yanzu ko ba?
Ana yi, amma ba a ba su me zan ce goyon bayan da ya kamata a ba su. Ka ɗauki misali yanzu kai ɗan kasuwa ne daga ƙasashen waje, kana so ka kawo jari a Najeriya, sannan an ce maka Central Bank namu tana da rates na exchange wajen daban-daban guda 3.
Wato farashin dala idan aka kwatanta da naira.
Ta yaya za ka kawo abin nan?
Kana cewa kai me za ka yi kenan kan haka din?
To abin da za ka yi shine sai ka mai da shi farashi daya, don haka kowa ya san farashi daya yake amfani da shi. Amma ba waɗansu suna da farashi daban ba, waɗansu na daban, kai kuma ɗan kasuwa naka daban. Kuma akwai kuma misali na bude tattalin arzikin ƙasa domin a samu yawan aiki, musamman matasa su samu ayyukan da za su yi. Nan kuma in ka dubi abin da nake yi a rayuwana na kasuwanci, kafa kamfanoni da sauransu, wannan kuma tilas ka amince kuma ka yarda cewa ni mai iya amfani da kasuwanci ne domin a ƙara ayyuka musamman na matasa don su samu ayyukan yi ba kamar yanzu ba.
a zaben da ya wuce kamara Buhari baya, me yasa kuka raba gari da shi, me ya faru?
Akwai dalilai da yawa. A jam'iyyance na tarar da jam'iyyar a gurgunce take tafiya.
Wato bayan an rantsar da shi kenan?
Bayan an rantsar da shi. Ai na je na same shi. Jam'iyyar nan a gurgunce muke tafiya, ni kuma dan jam'iyya ne.
Me ya faɗa maka?
Ba abin da ya faɗa ni. Ba abin da ya faɗa.
Shi yasa kuka raba gari da shi?
Akwai wannan.
Yes.
Sannan kuma yadda ake gudanar da gwamnati na ba da nawa ra'ayi da kuma shawarwari wanda na gani kamar ba su da amfani. So shi yasa muka raba.
Ka faɗa mishi cewa za ku raba gari?
Na faɗa mishi.
Me ya ce?
Bai faɗi komai ba.
Mu yi maganar cin hanci da rashawa. Kana jin 'yan Najeriya ka kwanta musu a rai a matsayin wanda zai iya yaki da cin hanci da rashawa idan kai nasara a zaɓen?
Kwarai kuwa, idan dai 'yan Najeriya za su iya tunawa cewa gwamnatinmu mu muka kafa wannan ma'aikata da ake cewa EFCC, kuma ni musamman na samu mata kudaden da za ta fara aiki da shi domin yaki da cin hanci da rashawa, to kuma ba irin binciken da ba a yi mini ba irin tona ni ba a
kwanaki akwai wani kamfanin ka Intels a Lagos wanda aka samu matsala, kun ki ku sa kuɗi a cikin asusu na bai ɗaya da gwamnati ta ce a sa, har aka ɗan tsaye da kamfanin. Me za ka ce a game da wani?
Na ɗaya dai ba ni cikin management na jam'iyyar.
Da amma kana da hannun jari.
Ina da hannun jari. Don haka abinda za ka lura a nan, abinda kamfani su suka faɗa mini lokacin da suka samu wannan aiki da kuma contract da suka yi signing da gwamnati, shine kudin nan za a raba shi kashi uku. Na ɗaya za a ba NPA kudinta, na biyu za a biya banki kudin da aka karba aka yi ayyukan nan, abinda ya ragu shine sai kuma a ba kamfani. To yanzu da gwamnatin nan ta zo sai ta ce a hada duka kudaden gaba a asusu gaba daya.
Me yasa baka ce kamfanin ga sabuwar ka'ida daga gwamnati a IBA?
To ai ni ba ni cikin management, ni shareholder ne. Management ne su suke da wannan yanci su dauki decision da ya kamata, kuma decision bisa doka da suka yi ko kuma suka amince da gwamnati. Ai da wata gwamnati suka yi ko?
Amma ya kaji da aka da bayani ya fito cewa an tsaye da wannan kamfani saboda ya ta ka'ida?
Ni ma abin da na faɗa ban shiga cikin maganan ba, har yau ban shiga ba.
Wasu suna ganin akwai wasu shafafu da mai a wannan gwamnati ta Buhari waɗanda koda maganar cin hanci da rashawa ba a matsa musu kai ne.
This is the little we can bring for you so that you understand this. So now at this point in time, we would like to open the phone line so that you can come in and make your own comment and contribution based on any of the story that is so catchy to you, just in case yes, you'll be following. So let's 0913-857-9001 is the number to call and of course join the conversation. Hello.
Usman Apaya, good morning. My name is Ambassador Jibu Challenger. I'm calling you from Tudun, Fulani City. Usman Apaya, the newspaper headline that touched my mind this morning is this issue of borrowing. And there is no proper accountability and transparency in the borrowing we are doing. You see, borrowing is precious. For paying back, reverse is the case. If we are borrowing, and Ajakuta and our textile industry in Kaduna and our Badegi rice mill in Niger is fixed. See, Badegi rice mill, we feed Nigeria and we have excess on ground. And if our flour mill in this Kontagora axis, you understand, is upgraded, believe you me, a lot of youth will get job and graduates will get job and secondarians they will get job to further their education. And this issue of insecurity, banditry, hunger, and poverty, believe you me, Usman Apaya, you know much better than I do. Believe you me, it will reduce. But we keep on borrowing, and there is no proper accountability and transparency in the borrowing we are doing. There is no open door policy in the borrowing we are doing. So what is the way forward? You see the issue of Wale Edu. You understand? One thing I love him with it is this: he's very straightforward. You understand? And he say it the way it is. There was another time he said, you see, if a country can rely on borrowing and IMF, you understand? There is no how that country will excel. So if you take a look at it, he's speaking the truth, and he's a man of integrity. He has capacity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Joe, for that contribution. 0913857900 is number to call. Hello.
Hello, Sumapaya.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I still remain Umar Oki from Tunga.
Yeah, welcome to the program.
In fact, I can't understand. They say the other government subsidy, they have removed subsidy. What Sanusi Lamin has said, he said the truth.
Yes.
I don't know what this government think of this Nigeria or our future. I don't know how our future will become. All the time, borrowing, nothing on the ground. Nothing. Most especially in northern part of this country. I cannot see one billion project. See Lambata to Beda. Nothing. They are talking about Sokoto, but they are spending a lot of money in Lagos. Allah, they carry him.
I mean, thank you very much, Umar Uki, for that wonderful contribution. 0913857900 is number to call. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I'm Sadiq from Mushishi.
Okay, you're Sadiq, welcome to the program.
I heard now you said we are jubilating of this Marlon that they released. We have not seen Marlon at home.
But he has been released?
He has not come up to now.
Is Marlon from Mushishi?
No, but I'm from his place now.
Okay. So, well, that is the information that is there. I think you need to do more fact checking from the information that's available before us, which is verified, is that he has been released. Only that the DSS are saying that they are going to appeal that judgment. So probably something is fishy there. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Well done.
Thank you, sir.
This is Nas from Stavangaj.
Nas, welcome to the program.
Yes. I listened to your headline this morning, the good topic that's bringing for us this morning. Issue of Nigeria government. That I appreciate what Senator Lamido was saying yesterday. Because I read that and I was very happy. I know Lamido know about government. You know everything about government because he was in government before. If you talk anything pertaining government, I can agree with that. Because since when this government came on board, they are talking about borrowing every blessed month. Borrowing. And up to now, we are not seeing any capital project that they use that money doing. What about the subsidies that they remove? Oil, airlines, and other calling revenue centers, agencies. Every day, they are talking about money. And they'll see what Buhari was doing. Program that can hit massive suffering. They come to what they stop all these things, empower, other curriculum things that they was doing that time. This government was stopping. It doesn't program anyone, and they still borrow money, and there's no any capital project that they do it. What do they do with that? And as soon as they will continue this government.
Okay,
see what Wale was saying, former Minister of Finance. They remove her because maybe he said something to them to make them correct their mistakes.
All right, thank you very much. We want to appreciate you. We have these messages from Facebook. Let's take our tweet and we'll come back to the phone line. Abokin Mosoya Adam said, hello, good morning. How are you? We're fine. Abubakar Mohammed said, good morning, Badegi FM. Thank you very much. We have another one coming from Ibrahim Saleh. He said, misplaced priorities in Niger State government. For nearly 3 months, residents in Mina, the state capital, have endured severe water shortage and unreliable electricity. Yet, he said, for nearly 3 months, residents of Mina state capital have endured severe water shortages and unreliable electricity. Yet, instead of addressing this crisis, the governor have prioritized distributing luxurious cars to selected government officials and birthday celebrants. The electorate continue to languish amidst pervasive darkness, water stress, escalating insecurity, unpaid pension gratuity, dilapidated school, incomplete minimum wage payment, and many other hardship. Thank you very much. That is according to Ibrahim Saleh. Yes, let's take it to the phone line again. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Hello, good morning. I can hear you. Go ahead. Good morning.
My name is MK Mafia.
Okay, MK Mafia, you're welcome to the program.
Let me just ask a question, Mitri. Because this money that they have been borrowing, who are the people to come and pay that money? Because this road that they say they want to construct from Lagos.
You can.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, they say this road that they want to construct from Lagos to Sokoto. The government has been there since. Why did they not borrow the money so that they should construct the road safe? Except now when they know they are going to lose their election. So if you look at this thing, this money they will divide it and go, or they will use it for their own election. Because this money they will never use it to construct any road from Lagos to Sokoto. So because if your government is in bad hand of people, you will never see anything. No tangible project, nothing that this government will show us that look at what this government did to the masses and they are benefiting. Apart from punishment all the time, they remove subsidy. No good hospital, no good road, no light, no water. And they keep borrowing. They want to sell us before they go. So by God's grace, God will expose them. Thank you.
Thank you very much, MK Mafia, for that a wonderful contribution. 0913857900 is the number to call. Hello.
Hello. Na
kwana.
Ni mai suna kula da ga London Street. Na ji dadi abin da chairman na waye magana yanzu haka. Ni zai da Hausa zai yi ba tubanci wani.
Na'am.
To ka gani abu ba ke faruwa nan. Kowa ya ga ya faɗa abin da ke faruwa. Kamar maganan a karba bashi a yi menene daga su waye na ba su bin hanya fa daga sama suka bi. So ya za su dinga karba bashi akan cewa za a gera hanya. Suna bin hanyar ne? Ba mu ne da muke da wahala a jiya kwashe mu hanya a jiya kashe mu yan bandi su kwashe mu amma ka taba ji ɗayan su dan bandi da kama ya kashe ba suna bin sama ba to Allah kar su yi mamu wannan abun da ke bai da kyau duk in kana da PVC na ka yanzu haka bari in ga maku mutane na ku wanke shi ku sa masa leda ku ko ki lamination nashi ku aje 2027 wallahi tallahi in Allah kai rai duka za su wuce sai sun koma inda sun fito. Na gode.
Thank you very much, Uncle Abai, for that contribution. Hello. Please turn down the volume of your radio set.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm fine, sir.
Sorry for the cracky voice. My name is Ibrahim. I'm calling from Tunga.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, I'm a first-time caller. So I thought there's a preferential treatment in getting a call across.
No.
I've been trying for over a year to get across to you.
Wow.
But unfortunately,
and
each time I keep trying, it keeps popping up. Busy.
We're very much sorry for that.
Let me go straight to my contribution. After all said and done about the borrowing and what have you, I am so overwhelmed when I see how Nigerian pos and accounts used to be bastardized, so to speak. And I'm hoping, I want to make a disparity. I hope it's not going to go the other way on the air about a preferred candidate. But left to me, I'm from the north. I think I'll prefer somebody from the south probably most prominently from the southeast, because southeast are meant to be very industrious. And I think all this money that they are borrowing, if a president can selfishly look to his own way, probably the southeast, and pump this money to them, I believe they'll do something more judiciously. Because look at how industrious they are. And an average Igbo man can hide inside his room and manufacture beer, whiskey. An average Igbo man can build shoes. We have innocent motors. All these people need a leverage, something that can raise them. But what are we doing? Nothing. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for our very first caller after calling for almost a year without getting. But today you have had a breakthrough. So that is how Nigerian too is going to have a breakthrough after government, our Nigerians still complain. One day, somehow, God will definitely bring a Messiah that will remove Nigeria out of the present melancholic situation we find ourselves. Hello.
Good morning. My name is Ali Abdullah. I'm calling from.
Okay, Ali Abdullah, welcome to the program.
Thank you, my brother. So, my country, although all has been said by friends and others that said all about the borrowing, my major concern is, I'm sure, very soon, if care is not taken, this government will start borrowing our life. Because they borrowed everything. The only thing left now is our life. They will start borrowing, and God will see us through. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much for that wonderful contribution. Let's take it to the Facebook. We have this one coming from Idewu Nice. He said, good morning, Usman Apaya. Please, our government, no light, no water, no vote. That's according to Idewu Nice. So if you hold your vote, then you wouldn't have any right to talk if another government that actually does not have the capacity is being voted in. So your vote is your power. You have to put your vote to bring you get a government that will get you all these things you listed out. If you feel it is lacking and that the government is not doing the right thing, so why don't you use your vote to vote in the right people so that you can get the right thing at the right time? We have another one coming from Mohammed Sani. Okay, Mohammed Sani. Mohammed Sani Ba Mina. He said, good morning all in the studio. I thought the Emir of Kano is silenced due to some reasons, but decided to analyze the factual about the consequences of financial debt and 34.53 trillion naira off records before Nigerians were in serious problem. Well, I don't know. That's your own opinion. Hello.
Hello, welcome, Mohammed Afan.
Yes.
This is Nas Tabunga. Just come back.
Okay, go ahead, Nas.
Yeah, I want to advise my people, Nigerians, that you should know they like as Indians like before. We have to open our eyes. As far as everybody tries to get his own things now, we should know wasting time. If you are going to vote, please try to go to the different point and change this government so that the next government they will take note on this. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Anasa. 0913857900 is the number to call as we gradually coming to the end of the program. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam Jima ku Musa Jibu, I suppose.
Daga Boss Elozil.
Yes, you are welcome to program.
I'm magana da wasani.
So go ahead.
So thank you very much. An ka lura shugabanci a Najeriya ko a duniya gaba ɗaya baki ɗayanta yakan zo da iya mulki ne. Idan kana da shugaba wanda iya mulki, wallahi da makarantsuwa ba ne ka fara ba. Magoya baya kuma biya ta si abin da ya kamata su yi. Domin idan ko kana da gwamnati wanda ba tausayin jama'a talakawanta, to ina gaya maka su mabiya din masu ma kusan haka za su kasance. to shugabanci da shi mabiyi yakan zo ne yaya shugabanki tafiya da almukinsa. Wallahi muna cikin matsala domin idan ba mu tsaya mun zaɓi waɗanda ya kamata ba, waɗannan azzaluman da suke cikin mulkin nan, ban ce duka ba, akwai su da yawan su sun fi yawa. Muna rama kuma muna cikin lahulayi. Duk bakin da muke a rediyo da muke cewa a wurin can ba muna zama muna magana aikin banza ne. Ka yi amfani da kwalwanka da tunaninka ka zaɓi wanda ya kamata ka zaɓa. Kuma su shugabannin da suke mulki suna yawo da sunan jam'iyya, ba su bin abin da jam'iyya ta ce ta yi a yi. Su ma suna cikin matsala da suwa shugabannin jam'iyyoyin ma duk suke kawo problem ɗin nan. Su ɗauko mana mutanen wanda bai kamata mu zaɓa ba kuma muna cewa la wallahi. To wallahi sai mun tsaya mun duba, dama ne Allah ya ba mu yanzu nan daga nan zuwa lokacin zaɓe. Idan mun yi daidai gashi nan, in ba mu daidai ba ga mu nan Allah samu zaɓi daidai. Nagode.
Well, that's a very good one here. I think I have one. Let's take this call. Hello. No, we lost that call. 0913857900 is number to call and join the conversation. Let's take our last call for the day.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, good morning, Usman Apaya.
Good morning, Mr. Adekule.
Thank you very much for the wonderful and happy weekend.
Thank you very much.
I want to just speak emphasis on the issue of this borrowing. You see, Apaya, let us speak true to the reality. On the issue of borrowing, do you really blame President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, or you blame our representative, the Senate and the representative that are approving this morning? Because President Tinubu on his own self cannot have fully audacity to borrow and confirm the money is borrowing. He must take it to the Senate. And the same Senate that are representing the people that know what is already on the ground from where they came from. They are the one putting us into this mess and this problem of this borrowing. So for me, I don't blame President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu can go 100 times and be looking for the borrowing. But as far as the Senate disagree with his borrowing, I don't think he has the power. But the Senate are the one approving this borrowing, and he continue making the borrowing. But this is a message now to ordinary Nigeria that we should know people that we are going to elect in 2027 to represent us in National Assembly and even in the State of Assembly. Not the people that will putting us in poverty and jeopardize our life. Look at the way the economy is now. Look at the issue of the fuel. Look at the issue of power now. These people are still confirming the money because they are most of the benefits of this borrowing. So for me, I blame the Senate. And people should be able to shine their eye in 2027 to know who they are electing to represent them. I rest my case. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Well, this sounds funny. The president sworn to an oath. The Senate on the other way around sworn to. Everybody sworn to an oath. So how can somebody take another person's cause? Yes, I don't think it's logical to actually blame the Senate on this. So the president who actually, if he withhold the borrowing, the Senate wouldn't see anything to approve. And if he decide to go and borrow, I think nobody is going to call the Senate to come and explain. Probably when it comes to accountability, it's the president who actually launched the borrowing thing that who is going to actually explain. Well, I think that this is where we shall be doing the curtains for today on this program because our time is already fast spent. I want to appreciate our listeners for taking your time, as always, to listen to this program. Until next week, when we shall bring you another interesting package of the program, Weekend Review of the National Dailies. I am Usman Apaya. Thank you for listening. God bless you and goodbye for now.